the jukes! What's up, guys? It's LordSevein, and welcome to another unboxing. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind box set collector's edition. This is probably one of my favorite things that I own. I originally read Nausicaa last year. I remember I was in Dallas for a business trip, read it online on my iPad, and fell in love with it. Miyazaki, of course, is the one who wrote this, and it's what the film Nausicaa is based on. So, as you know, Miyazaki is a really popular Japanese filmmaker. He made Spirited Away, Nausicaa in the Valley of the Wind, Ponyo, My Neighbor Totoro, all those really hyper-famous, great films, and he's one of my favorite filmmakers of any country, let alone Japan. But what some people don't know is that he actually spent a good portion of his career working on this work right here, Nausicaa. He actually published this over, I think it was 13 years or something like that, just a really long time to work on this. And the work is amazing. It's probably one of the better books I've ever read, if not one of the best, and it's by far the best manga I've read, and I just love it to death. I read it on that trip, immediately came home and picked it up for my birthday as kind of like a little birthday present to me, and I love this thing. So when you originally get it, it's going to be shrink wrapped. So the only thing I've done is take off the shrink wrap, and of course I've taken this out and looked at it. But when you get it, the first thing you'll see is this is huge. I mean, this is not a little small, tiny thing like normal manga. My hands are ginormous. And, I mean, you can just see how thick this is. Normally, this would be in 7 volumes, but for the collector's edition, they split it into 2 hardback books. And so you've got this nice slip cover here on the outside, and then your 2 volumes in the front. So let's take a closer look at the actual box. So the front of the slip cover looks like this. It's got this really great color art here of Nausicaa in front of an ohm with her rifle, and there's Tito right there hanging out on the rifle. Really detailed, classic Miyazaki style of drawing. Look at the shoe there. But what really strikes me is the edge work. So here across all the edges around the entire box, you see this patterned tapestry work. And this is something that is all across both the manga and the movie. And this is how Nausicaa's people tell their stories. That's how their legends are told. In fact, the opening credits of the movie are the history of the world in tapestry. And so you have this tapestry, these little, it looks like almost mushrooms here, and it just covers and borders everything. In fact, on the back, you can see some of the toxic jungle right there. There's some insects there. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Definitely some spores here. Another insect. And it's just really cool to see that, and in the detail, too. Here's the back side of it. There's the person falling or dead, maybe. But that is also on the backs of the books, too. So let's go ahead and pull out the books. Like I said, it comes in 2 hardback volumes. So this is definitely hardback. They're really well bound. And the cover art on this is just awesome. Look at that. Nausicaa in action. She's actually flying on her Wind Rider right here. You can see it right here. And then jumping behind her, there's one of those giant cricket cicada-looking things that look terrifying. I would never, ever want to go up against one of those. It does read right from left, so just like a normal manga. In the back, you have part of an ohm, more of this tapestry work that's really cool looking. So you open it up, and it's nicely bound. I mean, it feels very solid. Oh man, look at that drawing. That color art, man. That is just incredible. Look at the dragon behind her. Good grief. Here's one of the birds that she rides. Now, one of my favorite parts here of this particular edition is that when they translated this, they actually translated a lot of the history as well. A lot of the maps and things like that have been translated so you can see the world come alive. Most people will know Nausicaa from the movie. However, the movie only covers about this much of the first book. So the movie basically ends somewhere around here-ish. And then there's all the rest of this book, plus another volume of this story. And this is definitely one of the instances where the movie is good, but the book is amazing. So the detail, of course, if you haven't read this, you absolutely need to stop what you're doing right now and go read it. But the detail of Miyazaki's drawings is just incredible. The number of pen strokes in one single panel would rival almost entire comic books of what we're used to these days, or even some of the better mangas that I've read. It's very graphic. It's got a lot of characterization, really well written. The translation's pretty good. There's a little bit of wonkiness here and there, but for the most part, the translation is very clean. And again, the big thing to take away from this particular edition of this publication is the binding. It's very strong feeling. So let's take a look at Book 2. So here we have the cover of Book 2. We have Nausicaa and her gun. Right here. And Tito up on her shoulder. So cute. And much like the first book, it starts with some color pictures. So let's take a look at those. Nice. Some details about the toxic jungle. And again, all this is translated too. So that's amazing for those of us who don't know Japanese characters at all. Man, that picture with the Om. That's incredible. What a beautiful set of pictures. Nausicaa angry. Doesn't happen too often. Just incredible. And of course, the detail is just as good in Book 2 as well. Let's take a look at the back of it. Look at that Nausicaa and the angel form in the tapestry. Beautiful. So that's not all. It also comes with this fold-out double-sided poster. And this thing is really good. So the first side you get is Nausicaa carrying some children. Tito up here at the top. And her sword. And the other side, which I almost prefer, is Nausicaa and Tito in a valley. Just incredible. This is something you'd put up, frame, put in your wall. So this is the Nausicaa box set collector's edition. It is incredible. If you haven't read Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind, absolutely need to go do that now. It's one of the better mangas I've ever read. And if you like it, you should definitely pick up this collector's edition. I got mine for $60, which is a little pricey, but then again, I mean, this thing weighs like 8, 9, 10 pounds. It's heavy. And it's definitely solid, and it's a really good edition. I'm really happy I picked this up. I'm hoping to pass this one down to my kids as well. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, let me know. Let me know if you like Nausicaa and the Valley of the Wind as much as I do. It's my favorite Miyazaki film, and now it's my favorite work of manga, too. But let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.